Welcome to Correct TV. Follow us on all our social media platforms.
I've washed clothes for 2 hours, so I can dry my clothes. She's leaving the clothes there, so because she wants to wash more clothes there and dry it there.
Nobody will be washing now. Yes, now. How many hangers do we have?
Selfish, very, very selfish. You could think of something like that.
Yes, now. Very inconsiderate.
Workplace drama to Mickey advising Femi not to date Victoria, or at least not get into a ship with Victoria because the girl is not trustworthy or whatever, to the fact that Mickey himself wants to get into a scripted ship with Handy, and a lot of other conversations this morning. Trust me, you want to know what's happening in the house. Let us start with this drama that is brewing about the workplace. First of all, the laundry area is meant for everybody in the house. Anyone who decides that they will wash their clothes for 2 hours, still leave their clothes there because they want to use the space in the future or whatever, doesn't even have sense. It's just basic human relations skill. It's a communal space. Not be you buy washing machine. You know, bring detergent from your house. You are literally using a space with 20 something other people. You are supposed to have basic sense that tells you, even if you have, like, you are washing all your clothes, you are taking 2 hours to wash, no problem. But there's not a single reason why you should now leave your clothes there, just so that you occupy the space and no one else washes, so that you can, by the time you are done there, you'll be the one to use the space for drying. It doesn't make any sense. Another thing I have noticed also is just the way that at first they used to keep that place very dirty, and then they moved on from, keeping the place unkempt to now using the space and not giving, consideration to other people that are going to use that same space. I will not be surprised if fight blows up from that place, because especially Chinwe is not going to keep her mouth shut. Yesterday, I was dragging Chinwe like I passed my neighbor. So many people were angry, but apparently they like the drama and they're going to vote for her. That is one thing. Just because I have something bad to say about a person's behavior does not mean that, I'm demarketing the person or whatever. It may just be the thing that others like about the person and decides to vote. I mean, human beings are different. People like Chinwe's drama and they want to keep her in the house because, according to them, Big Brother's house is no Love Island.
The next time you have a conversation with Honey, just tell her, don't tell her for her sister. Don't tell her like you're talking to her. I know that she's a loving person. I know she'll just try. If someone annoys her, she should swallow it. She should not really.
Me and Andy, actually, in his scripted before I can.
For real. But for not like me do any scripted, I feel like if it flow naturally, just flow with them.
This conversation was long, right? It started with the boys talking about the attitude or the rudeness of the twins, Wani and Handy. I'm going to bring that to you. But the conversation went on from there to how, Mickey feels about the twins also not taking advice from people, or how they take advice from people, which is basically, don't advise me. Because when the other person is doing something bad, you didn't tell the person what they were doing was bad. While I don't see anything wrong with that, it also sort of like just creates a rift between them and people that are even well-meaning towards them. Like that video I did when Cassia went to them to say, you don't do, calm down. And the look that Wani gave her, even Sean couldn't say anything, Sean can't say anything, but he still has to be with them. Any other person would look at that and be like, I definitely don't want to be around this type of people, But the funny thing is, these twins in the diary room told Big Brother they are working on it. And quite frankly, for the past two days or so, I've seen that, okay, or at least, from Monday, from Sunday evening up until this morning, I've seen that they are actually trying to turn. I've not seen where someone hurts them and they talk about it over and over again, which is one of the things that even Mickey was talking about. Like, if someone gets them angry and they talk about it over and over and over again, it's possible that outsiders will see it that, people are always offending these girls, and they would use it as content. According to him, they will use the person to trend. And people are staying away because of that. But let's talk about the ship before I get into the whole, advice thing. I don't know why Mickey wants to use ship for content. I feel like between Femi and Mickey, they can have like mad content around themselves. They don't necessarily have to get into a ship. For someone like Mickey, who I think does not want to be at the center of drama, and that the twins by themselves already have drama, why do you not want to get into a ship with them? It's not making sense. It's giving you are neither here nor there. Do you understand? Because if you don't like their attitude, why do you not want to get into a ship with them? But let's continue, because I will be back, of course.
People don't want to get close to these girls. See, the good hearts, I don't argue that one, but their bad hearts, their rudeness, they overpower the good hearts, my guy. See,
rudeness,
they are good because they don't help me cook noodles before. Understand? But bro, it gets a situation way back here. You can't. Chini apologized to them that day. Saying a joke, but they kept on talking and talking and talking.
I saw it.
Bro, if it was you, you feel too bad.
You see? Do you now understand why I said you are neither here nor there? You think that they would use people for content, right? You think that they have bad attitude, given, but you still want to get into a ship with them. I don't understand. If you already had a ship with them and now they have bad character and you're trying to maybe work on it, that is different, right? You are, as in you didn't know. But this one, they have bad character. You are going into it for the wrong reasons or with a motive. How does that make you any better than them? All of them is not bad character. Because you want to go into a ship with this person for the sake of content. And another thing I've also noticed is how people brazenly talk about their strategies in the open. It was also what Wani and Handy did yesterday night when they were saying, Wani was saying her ship with Sean is the strongest in the house. Their strategy, they can tell that they are probably the strongest in the house and everything. Well, looking at what people are saying outside, it could be true. And actually, the twins can be entertaining. Did you see them in the dance floor? Abi at the dance floor? Abi on the dance floor? I think it's on the dance floor. On Thursday night, they gave us content. Saturday night party cannot be complete without them because of moves and everything. Do you understand? So yes, they can easily give content. Plus all of those dramas that they had with people. People want gbas. People have always said Biggie's house is no Love Island. So stop bringing ship here and there. And yet, it feels as though everybody is trying to enter into a ship and yet not enter into a ship. It's just everybody's, apart from Wani and Sean. And that's why I'm happy for them, because nobody is willing to take that step. You want to create content with ship, Abi, you don't want to create content with ship. Excuse me. Just stay one place. But when you are neither here nor there, people can't really place you anywhere. So they don't even know. You are not giving people anything to decide with. Is a ship with Wani going to be good for him? I don't know. But I just do not understand why he feels he needs a scripted ship with, Handy. But let's just move on a bit.
I know, like, me, I could tell you. Think this here. No carry Victoria too serious. You get? If you do all these things, see, if you do all these things as street boy where you be, if you do all these things where if you they follow and they laugh, if you they cook the noodles, if you they that one no be bad. You get?
Yeah, no, that's me normally. Like if I have a friend, like that's what I just do. I just like I care, but I'm not sure about that feeling. I don't know whether No, this I'm not doing. I don't.
No, Victoria. Outside the house.
She's a lovely person, but I never even discussed anything go that way yet.
Victoria would just be at her corner doing her anti-social thing and still be receiving gbas and stray bullet calls. I swear, I never saw this coming. So Mickey's getting on my nerves, and I'm not even ready to drag the boy yet because I've not, seen anything that he really did bad I want to drag him for. But this conversation was screaming red flag, Abi, red billboard. Okay, you want to enter into a scripted relationship with Handy. Femi is even good, advising him that almost scripted ship is not the best. If you guys flow and it gets to that point, great, which is actually how it should be. And I understand that even if you want to enter a scripted ship with someone, do you have to say it out loud? Do you get? Okay, yes, Femi is his friend and his duo, and possibly it is okay for him to speak about it. But so brazenly, without any tact, doesn't make sense for me. Now, Victoria, they are on day. Femi, being the nice, loving person that he is literally just nice to a lot of people. And I think the reason why he has been spending more time with Victoria is because it seems as though, Victoria does not really talk to so many people. And the kind of personality that Femi has, like, it can literally enter anybody. It does not matter whether you be the most antisocial or the most introverted person. And it feels like Victoria also enjoys his company, cooks for her and all of that. All these people that are using Indomie. And is it that Indomie cooking is not a new strategy? I don't even know. But he's cooking Indomie for her and they are having nice conversations and everything. Mickey, who wants to enter ship, is telling someone who is just naturally good with the girls to not catch feelings or enter into a relationship. Actually, if Femi and Victoria enter ship, I would love the ship. At this point, just to catch back at Mickey. If Femi develops feelings for Victoria and Victoria gives him green light, they should just enter ship. Femi should not even bother about listening. Somebody that in his head, everything is strategy. Ship is strategy. And you want to enter the ship with someone that you don't even respect or regard or even like, at least. But you are telling someone else who is just having natural flow with another person to not get into ship, to not catch feelings. Excuse me, can you stop people from catching feelings? Anyways, that's a guy's thing, Sha. But let's move on.
If you don't do that thing, that voting part, you don't even know how to. I cannot assure you. And you don't even want to look at people yourself in the face. Let's not be like, if you don't learn that thing, cannot assure you. After they said, cannot assure you that you go. Guy, some people are looking like this. See, it's a tough place to be, right? But it's needed.
When Oyinka was saying this thing, Ne was just doing to fiakwa. It shall not be me. Okay, great. The thing is, everybody needs to experience the heat. But that voting heat, if I was in the house, I would say I don't even wish it on my worst enemy. Because as Oyinka was saying, it's probably the worst place to be in. The reason why the rest of the people are not saying stuff, especially the people that were up with them for the voting, the reason they are not saying anything is, first of all, the radicals were saved. So they didn't experience that voting process. Then aces are actually, they are just calm. They don't really talk so much. And then strees won immunity. So they are not really talking about it that much because at the end of the day, they have immunity now. And what's the essence of crying over spilled milk anyway? Do you understand? It is, and another thing is they are guys. They, of course, would probably not talk about it as much as the girls. The girls are just, their emotions are just everywhere. And it's understandable because they are ladies, People keep on saying, oh, that's crying. Even Chizoba cried later on. If you saw Damilola and Toyosi on stage, you would know that they were just cold, very cold. And talking about Damilola and Toyosi, Ebuka finally told them that Double K are a couple. You needed to see their reaction. It was so beautiful. Toyosi is such a sweetheart, Sha. I actually felt bad for her for leaving so early, but hey, it's the game. Someone had to leave. But yeah, let's just continue. So I kind of like don't understand why the housemates are, like so hard on the checkers. Their feelings were valid. And Onyeka talks to a lot of people. So anybody that she's comfortable with, that she has been talking to before, that still, she's on good terms. She's just expressing herself. And I don't think there's anything wrong with it. This week, other people will experience it. And let's see if they also will not talk about it. And then maybe, just maybe, we can come back and judge Onyeka.
Yesterday I was down because I just felt like maybe we're not doing too much, or maybe we're not doing enough, because we never even partake for close to anything. Do you understand? So that got to me yesterday. I just felt like I wanted to take a look at the house and maybe think maybe we're not doing it right. But then again, I now realize that why am I even getting myself beat up? Like, it's not only us that have not even won anything.
At least we're trying. It's not like we're going there safe and we're like very lazy about it and like nonchalant. We try. As I'm like, we'll just keep going. If we don't win this one, by the grace of God, we'll win the next one.
Finally, some people are saying the truth, because I like DJ Flo. I like her calm character and everything. Like her. Ruthie, I don't like her desperation to be in a ship or to cuddle up with someone. Allow things to flow, right? Because most of the times, especially with Mayor, it was screaming desperation. But it feels like Mayor may finally just see her value, because he had a conversation with his duo about how Nelly is playing, and also Suj. It feels like Mayor now have like a personal vendetta against Suj. I don't even want to talk about Suj for now. Because the guy, I will talk about him later. Let me just observe for now. But it feels like if Mayor and Toby has the opportunity to save and replace, they are going to replace with aces. And Tofa is just going to be like the lamb that was slaughtered for the stubborn goats that he was moving with. I'm not calling Suj goats. I'm just saying it's going to be like a collateral damage, because Toby was like, he actually likes Tofa, But it feels like Mayor thinks that his thing with Nelly is not going as planned because of Suj, which is not true. Because literally, Nelly called him a moi moi case. The girl knows who the bad one, but he feels that it is because of Suj. Anyways, back to Ruthie. It was even Ruthie that carried me to Mayor. Back to Ruthie and DJ Flo. Among the two of them, I even think that it is Ruthie that is even giving us more content than DJ Flo. And yes, she's the one who feels like, she's not doing enough. She's not doing enough. And DJ Flo, apart from that, her friendship with Chinwe and the gossip that, they are now... And the gossip is not she that is originating it. Do you understand? There's nothing really going on with her. And yes, maybe some people will bring drama later. But for this first week that has passed, they haven't given us anything. They haven't really given us anything, especially DJ Flo. People were even talking about Ruthie because, of course, even if you are dragging her for seeming so desperate, she's still giving content. And it was even her conversation with Mayor that is even giving him, stuff to work with. If I don't know anything, do you understand? But it's nice. At least when you acknowledge that, it feels like I'm not doing enough, you start thinking of what you need to do to give content to be entertaining. It must not be gossip. Gossip is not the only content. We can just have crews in that house, Crews can be fine. At this point, if we need a lot of crews because there's so much scheming and all of that going on in the house. But I want DJ Flo to do more, because people are calling her name. I'm not seeing anything. Most of the time, I actually want to do content around DJ Flo, but I'm not seeing anything. I mean, I always try to cover everyone just because, for the sake of giving everybody at least level playing field, or at least showing everyone, because I don't really know who my audience likes at the beginning. But DJ Flo is not giving me anything. At least I've talked about Ruthie like at least 3-4 times on here. Anyways, I think I've been talking too much. Let me know what you think in the comment section, okay? And of course, I will be back so that we can have more conversations. Thank you for watching.